So one thing I've learned about black culture that I don't like is that black hate on hate.
Stop the cap.
Now y'all done pressured the white man into apologizing for telling the truth. Now we gonna get to Michael Rubin's apology, but this is why some of these Afro-Americans are mad at Michael Rubin, because of what he said at the Breakfast Club interview.
Like, that is the one thing I've learned about, and look, I'm just being blunt because it's me. So one thing I've learned about black culture that I don't like is that black hate on hate.
Black hate on hate. And he continues to talk about black on black crime, black on black hate, how other black people bring each other down. And I get it. Some people don't like a white man to say that, but was he lying? So the backlash got so bad, one of his rapper friends called him. And if you ask me, I think Meek Mill called him. I think Meek told him to apologize for what he said on the Breakfast Club. But Michael put out this tweet today and he said, I got a phone call from one of the people I have the most respect for in the world. They told me while they appreciate my intention, it's not my place to speak on black culture. I get it and really appreciate the input. My intention was to say how important it is that we need to uplift each other, not hate on each other, and push each other to win and always root for each other's success. My bad. Much love and appreciate the feedback. And he added the Breakfast Club. Now, going back to my point, what did he say that was so wrong?
You said you don't like to see black people tearing down other black people.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Okay.
Like it's horrible. Like,
I think he really said this in a nicer and more controlled way than y'all really know. Because what he really wanted to say is, as black people, y'all go through enough shit. Y'all are already somewhat at the bottom of the totem pole in America. And yes, when it comes to money and business and things of that nature, we're almost, evening the playing field. Whatever they got, we can get. We have a lot of wealthy black people now. We have a lot of entrepreneurship. We have a lot of opportunities for ourselves. But we know just sometimes when it comes to opportunities, we get overlooked. So I'm not going to ever speak as if black people aren't on the rise in this country and throughout the world in general. Because, see, I don't like when black people do that. I don't like when they have these conversations and they always put us at the back. But we know we go through a lot of adversities. And so with all the adversities that we go through, all of the reasons every year that we feel like we have to stand up, march, and stand for something and protest, we already got that shit going on all the time. Why do we add on top of that with hating on each other, bringing each other down? That's why when I do my commentary, y'all notice I always try to, tell jokes. And even if some people don't get that it's a joke, I saw people upset about what I said about Nelly going to jail, and I was like, I hope he got some insurance on the ring. If you watch me, you know that I'm joking. I'm not ever really sitting here having some deep dive about, somebody went to jail. I'm just giving y'all the news, trying to put a, laughable spin on it and going on with my day. I'm not ever trying to use my platform to tear down people with money, even when it's somebody I don't like. The other day, I was talking about Young Miami. I didn't like what she said on that Diddy interview on Carisha Please, but I always end it with, I want to see that black woman win. Because I know every time one black person that's successful gets some money, it's 100 to 1,000 other black people that get paid off that one multimillionaire. But it's a lot of people on these platforms that you'll sit back and you say, damn, like, do you really wish harm on this person? Do you really want just, it's some people beefing in the hip hop industry. And I'm not going to get into names, but you can tell some of these other celebrities, they want to see the worst happen to another celebrity. And every time they get caught slipping, they ready to pounce on them. And they ready to bring their audience to talk shit about them. That's why with me, I try to keep it on the jokes. I try to be as respectful as I can. I try to respect women. But, and I'm not saying everybody has to do that. But what I mean is, I think it's important to keep in mind that you aren't crossing the line, which is I'm trying to disrespect somebody in my own race when I know we already got enough problems. And it's a whole bunch of other videos and topics I could talk about as far as gang shit. I ain't really been touching on that YSL case too much. So it's a whole bunch going on out here that I really feel like perpetuates the shortcomings of our community. And so what this man said, I don't feel like he said anything that was wrong. I don't think he said anything, and we don't have no accountability. That's why I don't like everything Dr. Umar says, but at least in some of his bullshit that he be talking, he does try to keep black people accountable. Because a lot of us, we don't do that. I liked in the Kurt Franklin interview the other day, he talked about how people in the gospel community need to hold Kanye accountable. But it ain't just the gospel community, it's the hip hop community in general. We let Kanye West get away with murder. And then call that black excellence. And I bring that back to the topic at hand, which is, I saw a lot of people saying, well, if a black person went up there and said something about Jewish people, it would be called anti-Semitism. But you're only saying that based off of that Kanye shit. Kanye was being racist. He was being rude, nasty, and inciting racism. I could totally see how a Jewish person could look at his rhetoric and say that he was being offensive. What Michael Rubin was just doing was not offensive at all. I didn't feel like he was trying to say black people are beneath him. I didn't feel like it had any racist overtones or undertone. I felt like it was something that, as a white man who has a lot of black friends, he was just speaking on, this is what I've noticed. And nobody in the black community can say what he said was false. So I get it. You might not like the messenger, but that's the problem in the black community. We spend too much time thinking about the messenger instead of the fucking message. Can you get the message? Can we do something about the shit he was talking about? Because I don't really care about his color. I care more about my people than I care about this man's color. But if I started talking about that woke shit, y'all wouldn't watch my videos. I don't think Michael Rubin said anything wrong. I don't know who called him. Whoever called him, you should be ashamed of yourself. Meek, if it was you, nigga, put your phone down. You the last nigga that need to be telling anybody what to say in public. If it was Meek, if it wasn't Meek, my bad. But I feel like it was either Meek or Lil Baby. It might have been some NBA player, but you know, we always see him with Meek and Lil Baby. That's why I'm assuming it was one of them. Meek, if it wasn't you, my bad, bro. Keep doing your thing. You know, I'll see you on Twitter, bro. But whoever called him, it wasn't no big thing, bro. I don't feel like Michael Rubin was being crucified on the internet. And to end this video with this, because I saw this. Now I'm about to say something negative about one of my black brothers. I saw this dumbass nigga, Schoolboy Q, responding to what Michael Rubin said, talking about no such thing as black on black anything. What the F? I'm gone, homie, laughing. I don't know if he trolling. I don't know if he on some Floyd Mayweather all lives matter type shit. But, bro, this is why so many celebrities are irresponsible with their platform. Luckily, Schoolboy Q don't have no big influence, because I'm sure most of his influence is in his state. But I'm glad it ain't millions of people listening to this dumbass shit he said. That's why Kendrick Lamar rose to the top of y'all niggas and all the rest of y'all are bottom feeders. Because Kendrick will never tweet out no dumb shit like this. And I feel like this is some of the backlash or some of the reason you had Michael Rubin feeling like he had to apologize. Because I know he does a lot of work in the community and he don't want anybody to feel like he's racist. But once again, I don't think it was anything wrong with what he said. Y'all let me know what y'all... And see, going back to the Schoolboy Q thing, the issue is when you put out blanket statements and you don't explain them. Same thing with Kanye West and slavery is a choice. When you don't do a good job of explaining what you mean, then you let what you say, you give it the opportunity to be shared and taken and misconstrued it into something hurtful to other people, other races, and to the public in general. And that's not right. Let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.